In the vast expanse of the Andromeda Galaxy, the Zergothians considered themselves the pinnacle of evolution. Towering and luminescent, their greenish skin shimmered under the light of the twin suns, and their complex brains were wired for telepathy. They prided themselves on their advanced technology and their dominance over lesser species. Among them, the Earthlings were little more than amusing creatures, barely scraping by on a primitive planet, their potential unrecognized by the galactic community. For centuries, the Zargothians had observed Earth from afar, dismissing its inhabitants as mere animals, their societies chaotic and their technologies rudimentary. The Zergothian Council often gathered to mock the humans, their laughter echoing in the grand halls of their crystalline citadel. "Look at them," one counselor would say, his voice dripping with disdain. "They think they can reach the stars with their clunky machines. Pathetic!" But beneath the surface, a different story was unfolding. On Earth, a coalition of scientists, engineers, and dreamers were on the verge of a breakthrough. They had spent decades deciphering the secrets of the universe, and their tireless efforts were finally yielding results. Unbeknownst to the Zergothians, a new form of energy was discovered, a power source that would allow for interstellar travel at speeds previously thought impossible. Dr. Amelia Chen, a brilliant astrophysicist, stood at the forefront of this movement. With her team, she had developed a prototype spacecraft capable of harnessing this new energy. "We can reach the stars," she insisted during one of her presentations. "We can make contact with civilizations beyond our own." Her words were met with skepticism, yet she remained undeterred. As Earth prepared for its maiden voyage into the cosmos, the Zergothians watched with a mix of amusement and derision. Their elite scientists gathered to observe the launch. "This will be a show worth seeing," one Zergothian remarked, suppressing a chuckle. "Let's see how they fail this time." The day of the launch arrived. A crowd gathered at the launch site, the atmosphere charged with a mix of excitement and apprehension. As the spacecraft roared to life, the Zergothians tuned in to witness the spectacle. The engines ignited and the ship ascended, defying all expectations. For a moment, disbelief settled among the Zergothians. "Could it be?" one murmured, eyes widening. The spacecraft soared into the stars, leaving behind a trail of brilliance. Dr. Chen and her team cheered, their faces illuminated by the glow of their achievement. They entered hyperspace, and the journey took mere moments. When they emerged on the other side, they found themselves near Zergoth Prime, the heart of Zargothian civilization. The Zergothians were caught off guard. Their laughter had turned to silence as they scrambled to comprehend the audacity of these humans. A small delegation was sent to intercept the spacecraft, their minds racing with possibilities. "What if they have more advanced technology than we realized?" one counselor pondered. When Dr. Chen's team made contact, they were met with a mixture of curiosity and wariness. The Zergothians, once derisive, were now intrigued. "We come in peace," Dr. Chen stated, her voice steady. "We wish to share knowledge and establish an alliance." The Zergothians were hesitant. Could they trust these creatures they had once dismissed? Yet there was an undeniable spark of potential in the humans. They possessed creativity and resilience that was rare even among the most advanced species. After lengthy deliberation, the council agreed to a tentative alliance. Over the following months, the humans and Zergothians worked together. They exchanged knowledge, combining Zergothian technology with human ingenuity. The fruits of their labor were astonishing. Together, they created devices that could manipulate energy in ways neither species had imagined. The collaboration sparked a wave of innovation, and soon, the once mockable humans were leading projects that astonished even the most advanced Zergothian minds. But their alliance faced challenges. Some factions within the Zergothian ranks were vehemently opposed to working with humans. "They are still beneath us," one counselor argued. "Why should we risk our reputation by aligning with such primitive beings?" Tensions flared as the humans worked to prove their worth, their determination unwavering. Dr. Chen was acutely aware of the rift. During a pivotal meeting, she stood before the Zergothian Council. "We may have different histories and abilities," she began, "but we share a common goal. Together, we can face threats that neither of us can tackle alone." Her words resonated, reminding the Council of the looming dangers in the galaxy. Soon after, a fleet of marauding pirates from a neighboring system threatened both worlds. The Zergothians, confident in their superiority, had underestimated the danger. When the pirates launched an attack, The alliance was put to the test. Dr. Chen and her team worked alongside Zargothian commanders, strategizing and coordinating their response. When the battle began, it was a chaotic dance of lights and explosions. Zargothian ships engaged the enemy with their advanced weaponry, but it was the humans' unorthodox tactics that turned the tide. They maneuvered with agility, exploiting weaknesses in the pirates' formations. "Now fire!" Dr. Chen shouted as their combined forces unleashed a torrent of energy. The tide of battle shifted. The Zargothians watched in awe as the humans displayed an unexpected brilliance in combat. In that moment, laughter was replaced with respect, and mockery turned to admiration. As the dust settled and the pirates were defeated, a new understanding blossomed between the two species. In the aftermath of the battle, the Zargothians held a grand celebration. "We once laughed at you," one counselor admitted, raising a glass. "But now we recognize your value. Together we are stronger than we ever imagined." Dr. Chen smiled, feeling a sense of fulfillment. The alliance had transformed both civilizations, breaking down barriers that once seemed insurmountable. They were no longer separate entities, but partners bound by a shared destiny. As they gazed at the stars, Dr. Chen realized that laughter, once a weapon of derision, had been replaced by the promise of unity. They had defied expectations, forging a future that none of them had envisioned. And as they looked ahead, they knew they would face whatever came next, together.